Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joey G on this Wednesday night edition of Wrestling Talk with Joey G. Here to give you the news of what's going on. And yeah, I'm pretty pissed off. And, I've been trying to lower, a lot of my segments because, my language, and trying to be cool, trying to lower it down. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm Joey G. I can't go so far. I am who I am. Like Randall Cunningham had that hat back in the early 90s, late 80s. Let me be me, because that's what I am. Let me be me. But I'm going to start off straight up just as my title says it. CM Punk is the best in the world. And, I'm tired of hearing certain people, not everybody, but there's a certain website, a man I want to debate, and he knows who I am. I don't even got to call his name out. And yeah, maybe I'm not on your, maybe you think lower of me because I only maybe during the week get a couple views. You know what I mean? Hey, they didn't build Rome overnight. I'm Italian and Jew. You can call me a Jew, you can call me a penny digger. You call me a kike, you can call me a wop, you can call me a greaseball. I really don't care. You ain't got nothing on Joey J. Real rat. Nothing. But CM Punk's the best in the world. And I just remember WrestleMania 24, Money in the Bank winner. WrestleMania 25, Buddha and Ace Diesel, two of my best friends. Money in the Bank winner. Was the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, on the flagship show, and didn't even lose the belt. They had to have somebody, they had Orton and Legacy in the back beat him up and had Jericho win that scramble match in 2008. He never lost the world title. The next year, he beat Jeff Hardy in 2009, who was a great wrestler then. Now Jeff's, I think, a little banged up, and he's one injury away from his career being over. CM Punk took him out of the WWE, literally. Broke his spirit and took him out, and then what happened to Punk? Or what happened to Jeff Hardy? He went to TNA. I mean, he was always getting fucked up. We all know that. You know what I mean? But he went to TNA, and TNA's got... That's why wrestlers go to TNA, like RVD. You know what I mean? He smokes mad weed. Like, I might smoke some weed. You know what I mean? But I can put it down when I want. So I'm addicted to it. I can put it down when I want. You know what I mean? I do it because I like it. I enjoy it. I can put it down when I want, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of wrestlers go to TNA, because they don't have no rules in TNA. You could do it. There's no curfew. There's not, I mean... You listen to click stories from back in the day, from Shawn Michaels or Sean Waltman, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Triple H, Justin Incredible. I mean, even Louis Spicolli when he was live, he'll tell you stories. I mean, Lawrence Taylor saw the night before the Royal Rumble in '95, saw Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Scott Hall coming out of a strip joint in Tampa, Florida, and Lawrence Taylor said, "You're as bad as we are." We're out, and this was on a Saturday night, and the next day was a Sunday. He said, we stay out this late. Lawrence Taylor said, we stay out this late, and, as long as we did our job, Coach Parcells, or whoever the Giants back then, yeah, it was Parcells when Lawrence Taylor was playing, a little bit with Dan Reeves, but what do you call it? Because I'm a Giants fan, but, wrestlers, do, part, and that's why wrestlers go to TNA. It's an easy schedule. That's why Mick Foley went back there and made money. Ric Flair, Hogan. But they realized TNA ain't going nowhere. Now, if the best in the world, CM Punk went to TNA, I bet you if CM Punk showed up on TNA tonight, on Impact, TNA's rating would... I mean, I'm not saying it would be better in WWE. I'm not even saying it would be near WWE, but it'd be a big increase. I'm telling you, if he signed a major contract, TNA would at least be halfway there. They'd be halfway. I'm not saying... They would still be getting killed, but they wouldn't be nearly getting as killed as they are now. They'd be halfway there. I mean, they're like WWE's like 100. They're like a 3, TNA. I mean, 100 being the best. You go the other way around, TNA would be like a 50. You put CM Punk a full-time roster on TNA, he's like a 50. And, TNA's like a 50, WWE is 100. Oh, why all the CM Punk haters? Why are Dutch signs are being taken away from people? What the Attitude Era, I was bringing sucking signs, I was bringing bong hits, I was bringing all things that had nothing to do with wrestling. When I used to go to Raws and SmackDowns back in the early 2000s in the Attitude Era. And it wasn't just the Attitude Era. I mean, I remember going to a Raw in '08, bringing a DX sucking sign and the glow sticks, and I was doing the crotch chop. I must have did it. I remember Triple H pointed up to me, and I was doing it, and he was like, yeah! I mean... And nobody said nothing. I mean, last time I went to a WWE event, I screamed, I think, across. I said, fuck you, Kane, something like that. And a security guard yelled at me at the Wachovia Center. This is a family show. It's the WWE. Stone Cold used to come out and made Vince McMahon piss himself in the middle of the ring. I just don't get, though, why people hate on my man CM Punk. Why hate on the best in the world? Why? Because I hate when certain people say he left us, he doesn't care about nobody but himself. All he cares about is the money. Let me tell you something. Something Scott Hall, Sean Waltman, Kevin Nash said a long time ago. It's always stuck to me. Legendary Chief Jay Strongbow said this. You can either make friends in this business or you can make money. Scott Hall looked around. He saw Kev. He saw Pac. He said, I got friends. I think I like the money. And what happened? Him and Kevin Nash changed the way professional wrestling is. Could you imagine if wrestling would have stayed the way it did? If they, I mean, as bad as I didn't want them to leave WWE back in '96, you know, because I was a diehard. Scott Hall's, besides Shawn Michaels, is my favorite wrestler, and Kevin Nash is up there. And I knew that was Scott Hall's real name. I didn't know Kevin Nash was Diesel's real name. I really didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't know that until he jumped, and I kept saying Nash, and I was like, what the fuck? Nash? Who's Nash? And then they said that, you know, that's his real name. I was like, oh. You know, and then I looked back on, you know, I saw on the internet and I saw in magazines he played for the Tennessee Volunteers in basketball in college, NCAA. So, Brock Lesnar, you're not the only NCAA guy. But Brock is the man, and Randy Orton ain't going to beat him. Randy Orton's going to win Sunday. I'll give you my Hell in a Cell predictions on the weekend. I want to get back to CM Punk, though. Everything he's done, and like he said, what's he, a spoken? Why is he going to come back to a company that don't respect him? Why would he come back to a company that don't respect him? He was supposed to main event WrestleMania. I mean, this year. That was the plan. And then you had... I mean, he threw out Kane like Kane was nothing. Like, I mean, remember in 2001 when Kane, like, had that, Roman Reigns broke his record this year. But remember when Kane came in, the honky-tonk man was in the Royal Rumble, Drew Carey, the 2001 Royal Rumble. Austin turned heel, the best WrestleMania ever, WrestleMania 17. Remember Kane through all that, he was the devil's favorite demon. Remember what he did to The Undertaker a couple years ago where he drugged them all up? And, you know, that's the storyline, brother. You know, that's Glenn Jacobs and Mark Calloway. They're friends. They're not brothers. For all you people that think Kane and The Undertaker are brothers, they're not brothers. They're regular. They might be friends. That's about it. They're close friends, I hear. You know, I do hear, you know, they do go out and like to have a couple drinks together when The Undertaker is in town. He's at a lot of WWE events. I mean, I heard he was backstage at SmackDown a couple weeks ago, but he ain't going to come out. Why is he going to come out? What's he going to come out in his shorts and his button-down shirt? You don't even look like The Undertaker. He looks like Hulk Hogan, but with black hair, a beach bum. You know what I mean? No, fuck Hulk Hogan. He's a scumbag. He is. I mean, hey, he made wrestling. I got mad respect for the Hulkster, but you just destroyed so many lives. And you're a big cokehead too, Hulk. I mean, come on. I mean, to say your prayers, eat your vitamins and all that shit, like, just, I mean, and then do lines of cocaine and then offer cocaine. Why would the Ultimate Warrior lie about that? Why? Why would he lie? That's what I'm saying. Why would the Ultimate Warrior lie? Why would Dr. David Schultz, Ken Patera, why would these guys just lie, Hogan? Why would they lie? Why would Randy Savage, what did they have to gain by lying? They already got all the money they're going to make. Why would they lie? Because you're a scumbag, Terry. Terry Bollea is a scumbag. You'll never see me cheer him if I'm at a W. If he's at the Royal Rumble, I won't cheer him. I would literally hope, that would be the best. That would be the best way to turn Hogan heel. Because you marks love Hogan so much. You love him more than the other idiot, Austin. The only great legend there is, I mean, in my generation, well, two, is The Rock and HBK. And Triple H. And what do you call it? They're the three best. They're the legends. And The Undertaker. I mean, I'm not a real big Undertaker fan. And another testament to CM Punk, to that certain guy who has his prolific website. And I'm nowhere near you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get 8 views on my weekly shows. I don't care. I'm just trying to get this face, this body on TV. I hope it's in wrestling because wrestling's my passion. But CM Punk's so bad. He held the title for 434 days. And I know, yeah, it's scripted, but they had to like him. He held the belt for 434 days. And another thing, the biggest testament of CM Punk's career, and I think bigger than his 34-day reign as WWE Champion. WrestleMania 29, the match that stole the show. Because we all knew Cena was going to beat The Rock. We knew John Cena was the face of the company. We knew he wasn't going to lose 2 years in a row to The Rock. After all them redemption videos that year, I mean, I still think because of WrestleMania 30 was kind of weak, besides with Brock beating The Undertaker, I still think WrestleMania 30 was just like a regular pay-per-view. I'm still waiting for like WrestleMania 31. You know what I mean? And what do you call it? It's just like it's a testament because Punk was wrestling The Undertaker at MetLife Stadium. Over 80,000 people at MetLife Stadium. 80,000. You got half of the crowd. Half of the crowd. Maybe more. Maybe more for CM Punk. Because trust me, I wasn't there, but I know I got friends that were there. Half of the crowd. Let's go Taker, CM Punk. Let's go Taker, CM Punk. Let's go Taker, CM Punk. This is MetLife Stadium. This is not the Allstate Arena. This isn't Madison Square Garden. This is the Nassau Coliseum. This isn't the Molson Center in Montreal. This is MetLife Stadium, dead smack, right across the Hudson River from New York. You know what I'm saying? And they were cheering for CM Punk against the legendary Undertaker. Like I said, when he fought Batista, when he fought Edge, when he fought Triple H, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear any of their names. You just heard a little bit for Triple H. A tiny bit, but barely nothing. Shawn Michaels was the only one that went head because Shawn's the man. Because like I say, Shawn and CM Punk, they're real. They say what's on their mind. And that's why people don't like CM Punk. And they're taking away signs. Wait till I go to the Royal Rumble, because I'm going to have a big CM Punk sign. I'm going to stick it right in my pants, right down my crotch. And I'm going to sneak it in. And I'm going to bring it right in and put CM Punk is the best in the world. Choke on it. Slap nut. Just like Jeff Jarrett, because he is. He walked out. He didn't care. He's human. Just like me and you. He bleeds red. He's human. Human. He got tired. He was promised the main event of WrestleMania. And I like Dave Batista. I'm a Batista fan. You know what I mean? But Batista comes back and wins the Royal Rumble. I mean, what was going through Triple H and Vince's mind? Did they really think? I mean, first of all, I wouldn't be surprised if they got mad if Punk won the Royal Rumble and they got mad at Punk that Daniel Bryan didn't win it. They should have just let Daniel Bryan win it. Pittsburgh last year hijacked the Royal Rumble. It was crazy. I mean, and I'm going to be at the Royal Rumble this year. And if the right person doesn't win it, I'm going to make sure that the Wachovia Center, we hijack it. And if the wrong person wins that Royal Rumble, like Roman Pain in the ass, we're going to go crazy. If Roman Pain in the ass wins the Royal Rumble and Kurt Angle doesn't, and Ryback don't, and if God forbid, if CM Punk comes back and he don't win it, it's a travesty. If The Rock's in the Royal Rumble and he don't win it, that's a travesty. I mean, really. This is just me putting everybody on blast. All wrestlers on blast, for real. All of them that think they're cool, that preach this good anti-bully stuff. Hey, man, there's so many bullies and hazing. You think college sports got hazing and bullies? Yo, the WWE locker room, JBL. I heard Chris Benoit was one of the biggest bullies in the world. And no, I don't feel bad for Chris Benoit. And no, he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He's a friggin' murderer. He killed his wife. He killed his baby son, who was had a little retardation. He was like a dwarf. Then he killed himself. You know what I mean? I put a Bible next to each of their bodies. The guy was a fucking wacko. For real. And no, he doesn't belong. He was a great wrestler. Yeah. Him and Bret Hart had that great match on Nitro, the tribute to Owen. That was a great match. It was great at WrestleMania 20 when he defeated Triple H and Shawn and won the world title. That was great. But he's a murderer. And his wrestling career was going down the tubes. He's a murderer. And JBL, you got a fat, big mouth that I would love to punch. There's a big, fat Texan mouth I like to punch. And he's all pissed on CM Punk. And you pissed on The Miz. Or what happened? The Miz main event at WrestleMania and won. No matter which way he did it, he won. He beat John Cena and walked out WWE champion. Walked in the Georgia Dome WWE champion. Walked out WWE champion. CM Punk, WrestleMania 28, the next year later, walked in WWE champion. Walked out WWE champion. And he left with his pride, and when he returns, they'll be kissing his ass for more. One more Punk pipe bomb. You don't think Vince or Triple H or Steph want that? They would pay the world. They would pay Punk more than they would pay The Rock, because Punk is for real. Punk is the best in the world. He is the best. He's got all the money in the world. Why would he care about all you fans? Why? I don't know none of yous. I don't care about none of yous. I just tell it how it is. You know what I mean? CM Punk's just the best in the world, and I am saying that. And that is how it is. CM Punk, best in the world. He got screwed out last year. That's why he walked out. So for all you haters, CM Punk is the best in the world. To all, CM Punk, best in the world. And to all who don't think so, suck it. Peace.